My history with the Mario games is honestly quite limited. I've only briefly played a handful of them throughout my life. The most playtime I've ever clocked in on a Mario game was Mario Kart Wii back in the day. So I'm not really a die-hard Mario fan, I'd consider myself more of a casual Mario fan. And as a casual Mario fan, I had a pretty good time with this film. This film really is a big budget love letter to Mario. It feels like the writers and the producers and filmmakers behind this film would really just wanted to honor the legacy of the Mario games and adapt the Mario world and the mythology and the sound effects faithfully to the big screen. The world of Mario is captured quite well. It's a very colourful, very vibrant world, and you can't help but also just smile and get a kick out of hearing those classic Mario sound effects, like when they're going through the pipes and when they get the power-ups from the little question mark cubes. It's really cool to experience that in a big budget film like this. So yes, expect a lot of fan service, a lot of nostalgia, and not really much more. The film pretty much feels like a best of compilation showcase of all the different parts of the Mario mythology. It feels like the writers going, hey, do you remember this from Mario? It's really cool, right? And you're like, yeah, it is pretty cool. 2 seconds later, hey, you remember this from Mario? It's pretty cool, right? And you're like, yeah, it is pretty cool. And it's like that for pretty much the entire film. The story and the characterization do take a bit of a backseat to the fan service and the nostalgia. And it's not like I was going into this hoping for the most unbelievably deep, compelling plot of all time. I mean, it's Mario. Generally speaking, the plots of the games are fairly simple. Bowser is the big evil bad guy, and Mario's got to stop him. That's pretty much what this film is. The storytelling and the characterization is fairly standard animated, family-friendly film type stuff. You know, Mario's kind of down on his luck because his dad's kind of disappointed in him and he feels kind of, you know, unremarkable in the world. He doesn't feel like he's ever going to step up to be anything particularly great. And it's not that that stuff is bad or poorly done or anything like that. It's just, it doesn't really resonate with you, doesn't really hit you that much, mainly because it just kind of breezes by a lot of it to get to the fan service and the nostalgic stuff. And I think that's the main reason why I didn't quite love this film as much as I was hoping to. I mean, I wanted to walk out of this film feeling that same way I felt when I walked out of the Lego Movie, where it just blew me away about how ridiculously enjoyable it was. But again, the film is still perfectly enjoyable. I had a good time watching it. I had a smile on my face throughout pretty much the whole thing. The fan service and the nostalgia to the Mario world does keep it moving and entertaining and not boring. It's just I think it could have done with stronger storytelling and stronger characterization to proper put it over the edge. And as far as the voice cast goes, honestly, Chris Pratt did not piss me off as Mario. I mean, he wouldn't have been my first choice for the character, not at all. But for the kind of Mario they go for in here, which is more of an Italian-American type guy, I thought Chris Pratt did a fairly decent job with it. I think if they went with the classic Mario voice, that overly exaggerated, cartoony, "It's me, Mario, let's go," if that was the voice for like a solid 90 minutes, I think it would start to grind my gears by about minute 15. So I don't mind what they did with the Mario voice. If you've never played a Mario game ever in your life, I don't really see the point in going to see this film, because all the enjoyment and entertainment value that this film provides is the fan service nostalgia to the Mario games. But if you have played the games, you will find some form of enjoyment in this film in one way or another. It's all a matter of how much fun you're going to have with it, and also how much you're willing to tolerate Chris Pratt as the voice of Mario.